Well, it looks like Texas A&M might actually win this game. What's up, everybody? Troy, which game do you speak of, sir? Are you talking about the NC State and Mississippi State game? No, I did. Hold on, let me see if I did. I don't even know if I did. I'm doing good though so far today. I'm 3-1 on my bets. I did. I took Pitt. They covered. I took Georgia. They're going to cover. Who's the other one I took? Shit. There's another one. Oh, Virginia. I took Virginia. They covered. The only one I've lost so far today was Ohio State. Let me see if I did. Let me see. I can't remember if I took, if I bet the NC State game. I honestly just don't remember. Let me look. I think I might have. Hold on. Yes, I did. I got NC State at -1.5. So I'm doing good. So 3-1 right now. So at the worst, even if NC State doesn't cover, I'll be 3-2. So I'll be out. I'll be on top. But if they cover, I'll be 4-1, which is really good. I was this close to taking ECU. I'm glad I didn't now because South Carolina ended up winning that game. But it was I almost did. But it's been a great day in college football, man. Yeah, college football has a way of humbling people, doesn't it? Now it looks like Texas A&M's going to win this game. But they're ranked ahead of Clemson in the AP poll. Struggle win at home against Colorado. Ohio State ranked ahead of Clemson, lost to Oregon. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad loss, but Oregon wasn't even ranked in the top 10. And that game was at home at Ohio State. And I'm going to be honest with you. Ohio State's defense looks terrible. I mean, it looked terrible against Minnesota, and it looked even worse today against Oregon. Now, I think a lot of people have been underestimating Oregon, and I'll admit, after last weekend when they played Fresno State, maybe I underestimated Fresno State. I don't know. But preseason, I had Oregon as a playoff team. And really, they still might be. I mean, if they, I don't know if Ohio State is just not great this year or if Oregon's really good, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the Pac-12 between Oregon and UCLA. I mean, I think those are the two clear-cut best teams in the Pac-12 is Oregon and UCLA. We'll see what Southern Cal looks like. I don't know, but I mean, look, Texas A&M fans cannot be happy about this. If this was supposed to be the year that Texas A&M was going to challenge Alabama in the West, I mean, a last-minute miracle win over Colorado at home in week 2 is not a good. It's not a good look. Not a good look. Yeah, the ACC's much improved this week over last week. Yeah. What's up, Go Bucks? Jordan Bowman, Kyle Papik. Talk is Pitt. Yes. I had no doubt that Pitt was going to beat Tennessee. I don't even know why anybody was questioning that. What's up, Pizza Woman? Troy M for sure. What are your thoughts on Anthony Richardson at Florida? I don't know if you got to see any of that game today. I did not see even one snap of that game. I know. So all I know is what I heard on TV and a little bit on YouTube. So I'm hearing that they benched Emory Jones, which means he must have been playing bad, right? Is that what you're referring to? I don't know. Vandy Dandy's here. Jake Bentley cost me $250. Why in the hell would you bet on any team where Jake Bentley is playing on it? I mean, that was an ill-informed decision at best for you to do that. JW 13120, JW 1230. What do all those numbers mean, JW? You got more numbers in your name than a credit card. He says, let's go, Pete. Yes, LW's here. Real big lead. Jimbo is not a good coach. Well, I mean, he's one of 5 current coaches in the country, active coaches that have a national championship. I don't know if saying he's not a good coach is a fair assessment, but I would definitely say that their performance today was definitely suspect. What's up, Ray Finkel's creepy bedroom? Bulldog JC, what's up, and how are you, Pigskin Pete? I'm amazing and fantastic. Now, after Clemson lost last week in a close one-possession game to one of the best teams in the country, a top 5 team, some would say top 3, Georgia. Everyone was talking about how Clemson's season's over, playoffs hopes are over, you're no longer elite, Dabo's lost it, the ukulele sucks, Clemson has no offense. Meanwhile, look at what's going on today around college football. This has been the next best thing that could happen to your boy here. What's up, D4? Michael Hogue. So what do you guys think? Who you guys got in this game? I think this is going to be an interesting game, to say the least. And I think this is a big game for the ACC, especially being that NC State is in Clemson's division, so they play them every year. And NC State is a lot of hype surrounding them in the ACC this year as far as them being good. So I would like to see NC State win this game. Let's see if I can find it. What channel is it on? ESPN2, I think. Yes, there it is. So Bigfoot against Dave Dorian's punchable face. Fish and Football says NC State for me. Matt Dummett says NC State. Mississippi State won by 1 point against Louisiana Tech. No shot. Well, judging from what we've seen today, there's been a lot of parity in the past 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of the 2021 season. So nothing would surprise me. I mean, here's the thing about Mississippi State, especially under Mike Leach, is they are either boom or bust. They either put up 1 million points or they can't even score a field goal. So we'll see which one of those Mississippi State teams shows up tonight. Bulldog JC says, I still think Clemson goes 11-1. Well, I would agree with you. But then again, nothing would surprise me. Kyle Papik says, how about my Auburn Tigers? 2 weeks, 60 points. Yeah, against two teams that they should be scoring 60 points on. I mean, you know. But they did what they needed to do. That's for sure. Oh no! Oh yeah, we didn't even. What's up, Jeremy Garrison? Notre Dame. Notre Dame. What?
Congratulations. You tried and you failed miserably.
D4, who do you have in the Texas versus Arky game? I took Texas. In my prediction, I took Texas to cover on the Lunch Money Show prediction. I did not actually bet it, but I got Texas. Nick says Georgia rolls 56-7. Should have been shut out, but it's whatever. I called it on the Lunch Money Show. I called it. The spread was only like 23. What did I get it at? I think it was like 23.5. I said Georgia's could put me at quarterback and score 50 on their own. And lo and behold, 56 points they scored. I don't even know why anybody. This is the thing that I don't understand about college football, and especially the fans. So you have a 10-3 game against Clemson and Georgia on a neutral field, week 1, and now all of a sudden that means that neither one of these two teams is able to score a point against anybody. I knew that Clemson was going to come out and score 1 million points this week, which is what they're going to do. They scored 35 points in the first half. And I knew that Georgia was going to come out and score 1 million points this week. The overreaction from the general public from week 1 to week 2 it never ceases to amaze me. What's up, Nate the Great? OSU might not beat Michigan this year if they keep playing like this. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think Ohio State's a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. But they definitely have some defensive problems. But look, if you're asking me today, what's today? September 11th. Yes. Historical day. If you're asking Pete, September 11th, 2021, is Ohio State going to beat Michigan? I'm saying yes. What's up, Mike Bridges? Crimson Brave. Man, the AP rankings that come out on Monday or Sunday night, I don't even know if they come out Sunday. I think they come out Monday morning, are going to be a clusterfuck. Because you had Ohio State lose. They were number 3. Right? Clemson lost to a top 5 team barely and dropped from 3 to 6 in the AP. So what's going to happen to Ohio State losing at home to number 12 team? I don't know. Are they going to show the same disrespect to Ohio State that they showed to Clemson? We'll see. A&M is also ranked ahead of Clemson. I guess they'll stay ahead of Clemson. I don't really think it matters at this point in the season, to be honest with you. What's up, Dominic? Andrew, the textbook. Oh, damn, Mississippi State just scored. Hell, I missed that. I was busy talking to you guys. What did I miss? What did they score? How did they score? They scored in the first play of the game? Hell, it was 14 minutes. Hell, they ran back the kick. Gee. Good night. I'm about to be lost like Bigfoot. Look at this. I'm glad that I'm doing this stream with the sound down so I don't have to listen to that cowbell shit for the next 3 hours. What's up, TB? How's it going, brother? LW, the O-line needs work. Also, why did Saban bench Job and Davis before the game? COVID, injury, or punishment? Speaking of that, I'm still trying to figure out where Lynn J. Dixon, the running back for Clemson, is on a milk carton. He got one carry against Georgia, got 10 yards. I didn't see him at all today. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Yeah, it was 100 yards. He caught it right on the goal line or maybe even in the end zone. I don't know. What channel is the Texas and Arkansas game on? Somebody tell me. Oh, it's on ESPN. All right, good. All right. I'm going to be switching back and forth between those two. Hey, Go Bucks, you called it. Shout out to Go Bucks. He called it. He called into my call-in show last night and was worried about Ohio State's defense, and he was right. Thank you, Mike Bridges, for the super chat. Says, even though I bleed red and black, still a fan of your content. Clemson will be fine. Keep up the good work. Hashtag go dogs. Yeah, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. This is a channel not just for Clemson people, but for everybody. So thank you for your support. Oh, we got a flag on the play here. False start, NC State. Those cowbells, the cowbells are by far, it's not even close, the most annoying thing in all of college football. The second most annoying thing is probably that chicken, that rooster crow that South Carolina does every 5 seconds at their game. But the cowbell definitely. Nate Gray says, to be honest, I think my opinion, Michigan has a slight chance to win, 25% chance to win against Ohio State. Well, there's always a chance. There's always a chance. NC State quarterback keeps the ball, runs up the middle, picks up about 5 yards on a 2nd and 15. It's going to be 3rd and about 8 maybe. Third and 7 here coming up from the NC State 42. He rolls out to the right, throws it incomplete. 4th down coming up, punt coming up for the Wolfpack. How good has DJ looked? You know what Clemson did a lot of today that they didn't do last week? They ran the ball a lot. So, I don't know. He played the first half. I think he had like close to 200 yards and a touchdown or something like that. I don't know. It's hard to evaluate what DJ looked like against South Carolina State. I mean, he looked okay, I guess. He also had a rushing touchdown. All right, the punt is up. Bounces at the 20, and he's going to field it, and then he gets slobbered as soon as he catches it. So it's going to be 1st down at the 24 for the big feats. Just do like I do, Bulldog. JC, just turn the volume down. I can't listen to that cowbell. Just like anytime I watch a game where Gary Danielson's the announcer, I turn the volume down. I can't listen to that. Oh no, you want to know who the new Heisman frontrunner is? Well, I guess you could say Bryce Young would be one of them. He's right up there. But what's that running back for Oregon? What's his name? He had 3 touchdowns today. Hell, he had 3 touchdowns, I think, in the first half, or 2 in the first half, maybe 1 in the third quarter. He's definitely shot way up the Heisman list. I wonder what his odds were before the season started for anybody who bet on him. I bet you those odds were outrageous. But he's had a couple of really big weeks, last week and this week, against Ohio State. Yeah, Verdell. That's right. That's him. Yeah, he had a great game today. 2 rushing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown, a couple 100 yards. Let me change the channel here. See what's going on with this Texas and Arkansas game. I was going back and forth when I was going to do a game stream tonight at 7 between the Texas and Arkansas game or the NC State and Mississippi State game. I chose the NC State game just because it's an ACC game. That's the main reason. Stetson Bennett for Heisman. Did Carson Beck play at all? Did Brock Vandagriff play at all? I don't think they did. Well, I think Beck might have came in for 2 plays. They used Carson Beck today the same way that they used Justin Fields back when Jake Fromm was there. Brought him in to hand the ball off 3 times and then took him back out. Unbelievable. Oh, Beck had a pick 6? Jeez. I didn't watch the whole Georgia game because it was a blowout. I was going back and forth. So I saw him, I guess it was the end of the first half they brought him in. Sometime in the second quarter. And he handed the ball off twice, and they took him back out. That's all I saw. Oh, Brock did play. Okay. At the end. Why don't they let him come in and throw the ball? I don't understand that. I mean, what's the point of putting the quarterback in there to hand the ball off? All right. Looks like it's 3rd down for the Big Feets. Third and 5 coming up for Mississippi State. All right, 3rd and 5 from the 30. Incomplete. 4th down coming up, 3 and out for the Big Feets. The punt is up, and it was terrible, out of bounds at the 45-yard line. He only kicked that thing like 20 yards. Looks like it came off the side of his foot. My dog's over here struggling to breathe. You know what's weird about today is normally early in the season especially, the primetime games are typically the best. That's why it's primetime. I mean, all of the real good games today, or at least the big ticket games, were early, which was weird. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 50 for NC State. Quick pass to the left, complete, picks up about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up. Pizza Woman is extremely upset about the performance today, and I don't blame her. I would be too. You know what, Go Bucks? I would love to say that you're right about that. He says Clemson will drag Ohio State this year. I don't know. I don't know about all that. I think it's way too early. I know you just, you're mad because you lost and you're overreacting a little bit, the same way that Clemson fans did last week. But I think they'll get it figured out by the end of the season. It's a long season. 1st and 10. Another short pass to the left, complete, and picks up about 3. Or maybe 5. What's up, Samuel Peete? Look, if Ohio State wins the Big Ten, and goes 12-1, they're making the playoffs. 2nd and 6. Hand the ball off, and he doesn't get anywhere. Picks up maybe a yard. Tried telling you I would roll Iowa State. Am I taking calls? No, this is not a college show. No. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I might open up the phone lines later or something, but this is just kind of a hangout reaction stream. Throws it down the right side, complete. They say he caught it all the way down at the 7-yard line, complete. 1st and goal, NC State. That was a hell of a catch. Hell of a pass, too. Yeah, but he was covered. Another short pass to the left. Breaks a couple of tackles. Powers his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 3 coming up. Speaking of Carolina fans, I don't know if you're talking about South Carolina fans, or the real Carolina is in North Carolina, not South Carolina. But if you are, has anybody seen Carolina Jackpot? I'm worried about him. He was at the ECU game, and I know he already has high blood pressure to begin with. And the fact that South Carolina almost lost to ECU and could not run the ball.
Pose yourself as some kind of a fucking running threat. You fucking fuck.
I hope he's okay. I really do. All right, 3rd and goal coming up from the 5. It's a Wildcat snap. He jumps and throws the ball. What the hell was that? Intercepted. What was that? See, this is why NC State is NC State. This is the kind of shit that they do. Like, why are you getting all cute from the 5-yard line, doing some crazy ass bullshit trick play, letting your running back pass the ball, He hops up like he's shooting a free throw or a three-pointer. Like this. This is how you pass the ball. What is that? right into the arms of the defender. That was pitiful. What's up, Christian Walker? Dang, Pete's 2 seconds in front of me. Well, that's actually pretty shocking because there is a delay on YouTube. I should be behind you, not ahead of you. Mike Leach's pet Sasquatch. What's up? He says, "Go fighting Sasquatches." Go Buck says Ohio State recruits like a badass, and the best thing they can find at middle linebacker is a white dude with 2 left lead feet. Damn. I don't know. Clemson's got a white linebacker. He might be the best player on the team. Oh, neck roll. Again, this is why Dave Dorian's Dave Dorian. And this is why NC State is NC State. You give up on the very first play of the game, the kickoff. You give up a 100-yard kickoff return. Hold Mississippi State on their next possession to a 3-and-out. Get the ball back, drive all the way down to the 5-yard line, and then do some wildcat bullshit where you're shooting free throws into the defender's arm. I mean, what the hell? I should have known. You know what? I deserve to lose. You know what? At this point, I hope NC State does lose. I deserve to be taught a lesson. I need to be taught a lesson. Not to bet on NC State ever, under any circumstance, under any situation, any year, any time of day, no matter who they're playing. Period. What a stupid bet. James Little, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I did too. But the way things are going. Mike Leach's pet Sasquatch says, I picked Mississippi State, but more because they're SEC. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. When you're talking about where does Mississippi State fall in the pantheon of SEC teams? Out of 14 teams, what are they? 13th? 12th? I mean, 12th probably. Yeah, the only ones I can think of that are worse or more inconsistent than Mississippi State is right now are South Carolina and Vanderbilt. And NC State is supposed to be, I don't know, at least top 4 or 5 in the ACC this year. Not that that's saying much, but still. I mean, this is the same reasoning I used by picking Pitt against Tennessee, and that worked out. Yeah, Arkansas too. Yeah, that's another one. Look at this flopping over here. All right, 3rd and 13 coming up for the Sasquatches. Just over 7 minutes left in the first quarter. 7-0 Mississippi State. Quarterback steps up in the pocket, throws it over the middle, incomplete. 4th and 13 coming up. No flags. NC State will get the ball back. All right, the punt is up. This one's just as bad as... Jesus Christ. Does Mississippi State have the worst punter in all of football? That's the second punt in the row that came off the side of his foot and went out of bounds at midfield. Good God almighty. So NC State's going to take over inside Sasquatch territory. The game is on ESPN2. I watched like 75% of the game between Ohio State and Oregon. Yeah. Look, Oregon's a good team, man. I mean, I don't know. You lost at home for the first time since Baker Mayfield came in there and tried to plant that flag on AstroTurf. I get it, but Oregon's not a bad team. Now, Ohio State does have some problems on defense. That's clear. I mean, they look like Oklahoma's defense out there trying to tackle. Just they couldn't tackle, they couldn't cover. I mean, I would be worried about that, no doubt. But I think you're underestimating how good Oregon's offense is. And the other thing that honestly, Oregon was missing their two best defensive players as well. Thibodeau and Flo were both out. So maybe you're not overreacting. I don't know. It's easy for me because I'm not an Ohio State fan to look at it objectively, but you clearly have emotion attached to it. I get it. Believe me, I get it. Believe me, I get it. What happened with Iowa and Iowa State? Let's see. Let's look at the college football app. It is 27-10 Iowa with just under 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, according to my app. So... for anybody who's wondering or anybody who cares, Clemson is winning 49-3 at the beginning of the fourth quarter against South Carolina State. And believe me, I'm sure nobody cares, which is fine. Oklahoma is up 10-0 over West Carolina. Still scoreless between Texas and Arkansas, but Arkansas is driving. I know Miami's playing right now. I wonder what their score is. Miami is tied 7-7 with Appalachian State, whatever way you say it that doesn't piss the people from Appalachia off is what I meant. Yeah. Somebody said on my stream last night that this Iowa and Iowa State game has playoff implications, which I guess technically it does, especially the fact that Ohio State lost today and A&M looked the way that they looked against Colorado. Maybe it does have playoff implications. Yeah, this might be one of those years that everyone's been waiting for when you see somebody other than the four normal teams that normally get in the playoffs might actually get in the playoffs. Might be a blessing in disguise. All right, 1st and 10 from the 34. Runs it to the left, picks up about 2 yards. Man, so for the second punt in a row, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record here. For the second punt in a row, the first one didn't make it past midfield for Mississippi State. This one, NC State took over at the Sasquatch's 34-yard line to start the drive. All right, 2nd down and 8 from the 32. Going to hand the ball off, bounce it out to the left, and pick up a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 6 or so coming up. What's up, 38 4K T-Boy? How do I feel about Oregon defeating Ohio State? I mean, I'm a Clemson fan, so I feel great about it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But I do think Ohio State's got problems on defense they need to fix, and fix it in a hurry. But I also think that Oregon's a pretty good team. At least from what I saw today. They looked good. 3rd and 6. Escapes the sack, throws it downfield, just throws it away. There's nobody there. He threw it to the referee. 4th down coming up. They are in field goal range. Let's see what they do here. Sea-Dog. What's up, buddy? Oh, speaking of Sea-Dog, that play, when Georgia Tech scored that touchdown today, when the running back, hold on, kick is up, missed it. The score will remain 7-0. That I don't know, was it the running back? Whoever that player was that stiff-armed the Kennesaw State player, he did a barrel roll, then he went down and he stiff-armed his own teammate into another player as a block. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. This guy pushed his own player into the defender as a block, and then scored a touchdown. So anyway, you were ready to jump off a bridge saying that you weren't going to beat Kennesaw State, but you did. A scoop and score. Okay, yeah, defensive lineman. But whoever, it doesn't matter who it was. This guy was just throwing people around like rag dolls, including his own players. All right. They're going to hand the ball off, runs around to the left, and it gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 coming up. So far, I mean, it's 7-0 Mississippi State. Mississippi State got the special teams touchdown on the first play of the game during the kickoff. Neither one of these teams having much success really moving the ball, other than one big passing play on the 2 drives ago for NC State down the field. Both teams struggling offensively right now. 2nd and 10 for Mississippi State. Throws it complete, short pass over the middle. Hit immediately, picks up about 3. 3rd and 7 coming up. What's up, Benji? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. You guys make sure to hit that thumbs up because YouTube really cares, even if I don't. And believe me, I don't, but they do. 3rd and 7. Almost intercepted. Another 4th down coming up. Let's see if this punter can actually keep the ball on the field between the white lines. I don't have faith that he can. He is already 0-2 in doing that. I've seen a lot of bad punting in my day as a Clemson fan. Right now, we got a good punter. But I've seen some terrible punters in my day as a Clemson fan. But this guy right here might be the worst punter I've ever seen. Oh, he kicked it down the middle. And the crowd goes wild. He still only kicked it about 30 yards. This guy sucks, dude. I hope they're not giving this guy a scholarship. Jeez-a-ree. Is that game next week, Nick? Is Georgia play South Carolina next week? That's going to be a massacre. 1st and 10. This is a defensive game. Who would have thunk it? I mean, Mississippi State is known as an offensive team, right? So far, it's just been defense, defense, defense. Oh, that's going to be a bloodbath. I bet you the line on that. How about this? Pass out to the left. Complete. Picks up about 6 on 2nd and 12. Looks like about 3rd and 5 or 6 coming up. Early prediction on the line between Georgia and South Carolina. I bet Georgia is favored by more against South Carolina than they were today. What do you think about that? I bet they're favored by about 25. Zeb's got no chance. Guy's like 30. 3rd and 4. Complete. First down. Is this the first or the second first down we've seen all game? A little bit of offensive success for the Wolfpack. 1st and 10. Just inside of 2 minutes left in the first quarter. James Little, saying South Carolina sucks is like saying water's wet. I mean, we already know that. 1st and 10. Complete for another first down. Picks up about 15 yards all the way down to the 45-yard line of the Sasquatches. 1st and 10. Looks like NC State's getting a little bit of an offensive rhythm here, throwing the football. They're going to hand the ball off. He gets met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10 from the 44. Got 3 wide receivers out left. Back to pass. Throws it to his left, complete. And he fights his way out of bounds right before the first down marker. 3rd and 1 coming up. Yeah, Miami, if they struggle tonight, even if they win, if they struggle tonight, I mean, these guys are already ready to fire Handy Manny and hire Ed Reed. Ed Reed has never coached a football game in his life. I don't know. Maybe he's coached a Pee Wee game or a high school game for somebody who was sick. I don't know. Ed Reed is not a coach. He's a football player. If they struggle against App State or lose to App State, they'll definitely be ready to fire him. Definitely. All right, let's see what's going on with this Texas game here. Texas and Arkansas. Three to nothing Arkansas. Texas down on the 30 and gets sacked for a loss. What's the score in the Oklahoma game? Good question. What is the score in the Oklahoma game? I don't know. Let's find out. $17 to nothing at the end of the first quarter. Third and 10 for the Longhorns from the 29. Flag on the play. Texas and Oklahoma might not be a good thing for them going to the SEC. Yeah, well, financially it is. Third and 15 coming up for the Longhorns. Quarterback throws it downfield in the end zone wide open. He missed a wide open. Just overthrew him. That was a touchdown, man. Just overthrew him. Look at this this Texas quarterback with this porn stash going on. Is that the new thing now? These college kids having these porno mustaches? I guess so. All right. Let's go back to the NC State and Mississippi State game. Big loss. Mississippi State's defense coming up. I didn't see what happened at the beginning there. I only saw the end result. They tried to run it and ran into a brick wall. Looks like a loss of about 6 or 7 yards. Jeez. They're going for it on 4th and 5, or are they? They got it. They drew them off sides. They're trying to draw them off sides. It looked like it worked. Offsides, first down, NC State. Oh my God, that's a rookie mistake there. It was clear to me they never intended on going for it to begin with. They were just trying to draw them off sides, and it worked. It worked. First and 10 coming up. 14 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter. This has so far been a defense-dominated ball game. The only team that's been really able to move the ball at all offensively is NC State, and they still are unable to score a point. Missed a field goal. All right, first and 10. Pass into the flat, and he's hit as soon as he catches the ball right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. 2nd and 11. Correction. All right, from the 34. Hand the ball off. Up the middle. He's got a hole. And he's fighting for extra yardage. He picks up about 4 or 5. It's going to be about 3rd and 6 coming up or so. We'll see where they spot it. They are definitely in field goal range now. So far, NC State looks better offensively than Mississippi State does. But both teams are having a problem struggling a little bit to move the ball consistently. 3rd and 3 coming up. Incomplete. And the receiver just dropped the ball. 4th down coming up. Let's see what they do here. I guess they're going to try to kick a field goal. It's going to be about a 50-yard field goal, maybe. What is this? How far is this? 45-yard field goal. Kick is up. And it is good. So 7-3. Finally, NC State puts some points on the board. That will be the first offensive point scored in the entire game so far. The field goal by the Wolfpack. Y'all mark my words. This game is going to come down to the end, and I think it's going to be an exciting finish to this game. Which let's see what's going on with Texas and Arkansas. I think both of these games have the chance to be good games, which we need in prime time. For sure. So Arkansas is knocking on the door here. Up 3-0, all the way down, deep in their territory. Wow. It's going to be third and about 3 from the 5. 3rd and 4. Touchdown. Pig Suey. The pig man just got a touchdown. Texas down 10-0, pending the extra point, down 10-0 in the second quarter. Wow. All right, let's turn it back to the NC State game now. All right. Mississippi State from the 25. Pass over the middle complete. Picks up about 9 yards. Going to be 2nd and 1 coming up. TikTok Chess Hall. What's up, man? Good win for... well. South Carolina State. What's up, Joey Baker? George is here. George. All right, 2nd and 1 coming up from the 34. Pass over the middle complete for a first down and more. I think that might be the first or maybe second. It's only the first or second first down that Mississippi State's had offensively tonight. There's a flag, and they're going to bring it back. So I take that back. It's not a first down. Ineligible player downfield. Repeat 2nd down. That's against Mississippi State. Yes, Nick, I just saw that. Arkansas just scored against the Longhorn. The Fighting Hogs. I've been there. I went to Fayetteville and back in 2000. When was that? I got a buddy that lives there. He lives in Fayetteville. Hell, he lived on campus, basically. Anyway, hold on. 2nd and 6 coming up from the 29. Complete over the middle. First down, Mississippi State. Yeah, so I'm trying to think about what year this was. It might have been 2011 or 12. Somewhere around there. I don't know. It wasn't football season when I went there, though. It's a pretty it's a pretty campus. I went to a baseball game when they played Vanderbilt. 1st and 10, hand the ball off, picks up about 3, 2nd and about 8. I mean, he only picked up about 2. Right? It's about 2nd and 8 coming up here. What's up, the hat? How do you know when I was there? You said it was 2000. How the hell you know when I was there? George, you're drinking coffee? I don't believe you. Irish coffee, maybe. I don't believe you. 2nd and 8 coming up from the 39. Flag before the snap. I feel like this is going to go against Mississippi State. I don't know. False start against the Sasquatches. All right. 2nd and 13 coming up after the penalty from the 34. Quarterback drops back. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to tuck it and run. Then he throws it. It's a leaping catch. Great catch by the receiver there. They're going to say he dropped it? No, he got it. Let me see the replay on this here. Oh, he definitely caught it. Was he in front of the line? I guess the 1st and 10 from the 50. ATL Noel, what's up, Pete? I'm happy to be here. Check out one of your streams. Go Noels. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you stopping in. They're going to do the run up. My cable just went out. Oh, there it is. It just blacked out right when he hiked the ball. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. But it looks like a second down. I didn't see it. I like that Mississippi State logo in the middle of the field with the American flag for 9/11. I like that. That's sharp looking. All right, 2nd and 5 coming up, so they must have picked up a couple of yards on that play. All right, they're going to hand the ball off, and he's going to run around to the left, and looks like he picks up the first down. So this is by far, so far, we got 9 minutes left in the second quarter here, and this is by far the most productive offensive drive that Mississippi State has put together since the start of the game. They've got a couple of first downs now, a couple of completed passes, a couple of runs that went more than 4 yards. 1st and 10 from the 40 or the 39. Pass out to the left, complete. Breaks a couple of tackles, picks up about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up. All the way down to the 34 or 33. Benji says, don't y'all got some shrooms over there? That should do the trick. He must be talking to George. All right, 2nd and 5 coming up. Going to toss it out to the left, and he's met immediately for a loss. 3rd and 6 coming up. He lost about a yard on that. Good defense by the Wolfpack. You guys are talking about mushrooms and tripping. Why am I not surprised? George comes in the chat. Conversation automatically moves to psychedelics. 3rd and 4. Pitch it out to the left. And he's met right at the first down mark. He's going to be short. He's going to be short. 4th down coming up. 4th and a yard. What do you do here if you're Mississippi State? I'll tell you what they're going to do, because Mike Leach is not about to punt this ball. There's no way. There's no way. He's going to go for it. What's up, Moko Tiger 843? What's up, buddy? It's never your fault, Benji. It's always George's fault. 4th and 1. They're going for it from the 30-yard line. Timeout, Mississippi State. He saw something he didn't like. The quarterback, I think they were, I don't know what just happened there. He either saw something he didn't like. Bigfoot looks pissed. Look at this guy. He always looks pissed, though. It's really hard to tell if he's pissed or not. Moko Tiger 843 wants to know what do I think about Clemson's chances of making the playoffs. I think that they improved massively today. That's what I think. Ohio State losing, A&M almost lost to Colorado at home. Both those teams ranked ahead of Clemson. Notre Dame had a struggle win. I mean, I think their chances improved massively today. Really, mainly just because Ohio State lost at home. That's the main reason why. But I've got to be honest with you, man. I've got to see more out of Clemson for me to want them to make the playoffs. I would rather not make the playoffs and just go to a New Year's Six bowl game, whatever that bowl game is. Doesn't even matter which one. And have a chance of winning than going back to the playoffs and lose again. So I need to, it's way too early, but I'm not one of these people where Clemson has to make the playoffs every year or I'm disappointed. No. What's that game on? What are you talking about? What's that game on? What channel is the game on? It's on ESPN2. DJ needs to be quicker and learn more reads. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the guy's made his third start today, or fourth start, I guess. He'll get better. I don't have any concerns with DJ. Look, people overreact. He started 2 games last year on a playoff team and threw for 800 yards. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. George, no, it's not. It's not. No, George, stop it. George.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You're a crook. You're a cheat and a swindler. That's what you are. How can you do a thing like this?
This is not Florida's year to beat Alabama. That year might have been last year, and that time has passed, and so has Kyle Trask. All right, so 4th and 1, 6 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half. Man, this first half flew by. Didn't it? Maybe it's just because you guys are hanging out with me. You guys are such good company that the time just flew by. That's what it was. Well, technically, George, I can fire you from the chat section. I could block you, but I'm not going to do that because I like you. But that's still a false statement. All right, 4th and 1. They're going for it, and they don't get it. A 3-yard loss, a big stand by the NC State Wolfpack. I told you that the Sasquatch would go for it, and it didn't work out. Yes, there was a Buckeye fan in the chat. Go Bucks is his name, and his YouTube name. I don't know if he's still here or not, but he was here earlier. And he's not very happy, and I don't blame him. Oh yeah, Pizza Woman's in here. Pizza Woman's in here. She's a Buckeye. Cody Hankins, good day for Alabama. Well, yeah. CJ Stroud was up and down today. Again, sort of along the same lines as DJ for Clemson, is flashes of greatness, boneheaded mistakes the next play. 2 young guys, but both CJ and DJ are infinitely talented. They'll be fine. Both of them will be fine. Ohio State's problem is not their offense. Yeah, clearly their defense is their problem right now. Be careful what you ask for, George. Stetson Bennett's not going to be the quarterback for Georgia when they play Florida. And if he is the quarterback when they play Florida, then Kirby Smart, I don't care how many games he's won, he should be fired immediately. Mike Leach's pet Sasquatch says Georgia could beat Florida with Bennett. He might actually be right. He might actually be right. Benji says Clemson 49, South Carolina State 3 final score. I'm going to look, man. I would be a little bit worried if I were a Georgia fan. JT Daniels has a hard time staying on the field. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he missed a long time, and I know that was like a terrible injury that he had. But comes back, already missing another game. You know, is this a trend? Is this a Tua Tagovailoa situation with JT Daniels? I don't know. We'll find out. First and 10, and NC State can't move the ball again. Second down coming up. 6 minutes left in the first half. 7-3 Mississippi State. NC State throws it downfield. Oh, just... If he catches that, that's a touchdown. It was just one step too far of a throw by Leary. That was a touchdown if he hit him. 3rd and 9 coming up. Third and 9 coming up from the 33-yard line. Leary rolls out to his left, escapes the sack, looking downfield, lobs it up. Out of bounds. 4th down coming up. At least he had the wherewithal to throw. Did you see that guy's mullet just now? Holy shit. That was the mullet of all mullets. This guy. I wish we'd played Beck. Well, they were telling me Beck did play. So I'm confused. I saw Beck hand the ball off a few times. That's all I saw. But I didn't watch every snap. Tater Lord wants a new O-line coach. What's up, Tater Lord? 2 weeks without giving up an offensive touchdown. Go Tigers. Yes, I don't know. Who's got the best defense in the country? It's either Georgia or Clemson. One of those two for sure. I guess we'll find out towards the end of the season. But there's no doubt, after watching Ohio State today, after watching Alabama the past couple of weeks, there's no doubt in my mind. No doubt. There is zero doubt that Georgia and Clemson have the two best defenses in the country. And Alabama might be a close third. But overall, Alabama is the most well-rounded, total team in the country. So that's all that really matters. They're balanced, offensively and defensively. Yes, Pitt did win. Pitt won convincingly, actually. They scored 40-something points against Tennessee. What's up, DJ Ukulele? Yeah, my criticism of Tony Elliott is not that he's a bad coordinator or any of that. He's a great coordinator. He develops the talent great, all of that. I don't understand when you're successful doing something for a long period of time, why do you stop doing that thing? And that thing has been running the football for Clemson. Clemson's always been a run-first team. And I just don't understand the hesitation to run the football from Tony Elliott, particularly in big games against great defenses. When you really need to run the ball, it's even more important to establish a run game. That's my only criticism of him. That's it. Kobe Pace and Shipley could be the new Thunder and Lightning. That's some big shoes to fill there. I am excited about Shipley. Very excited about Shipley. Mike Leach's pet Sasquatch. Don't even try to get in some sort of debate with George. You're wasting your time. Believe me. Yeah, he keeps making the same mistake over and over again, and that was my biggest criticism of Tony, is he did it in 2019 against LSU, and then he did it again last week. And it's nice to come out afterwards and say we should have done this, we should have done that. But hell, I knew you should have done it when the game was happening, and they're not paying me any money. I'm not getting paid $2 million a year for my opinion. If I know it, you should know it, Tony. All right, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. 1st and 10. Mississippi State from their own 18. And they're going to pick up about 3 yards. Mississippi State, speaking of predictable, Mississippi State does the same passing play on every play. It's just a question of whether it's going to be on the left side of the field or the right side of the field. It's the same damn thing every time. They throw it at or behind the line of scrimmage and hope that their receiver can break a tackle. But they don't throw the ball down the field at all. It looks like we have a NC State player down, hurt. And it looks like a head, I don't know what. Did he get knocked out? Looks like it might be a head injury. Yeah, he's not, he doesn't know where he's at. He's, yeah, he got his bell rung for sure. Yeah, I definitely think Clemson will move up in the top. They should move up at least one spot, if not two. I really don't care about the rankings this time of year. I mean, there's so much football left to be played. It really doesn't matter. At this point, more people are going to lose. It'll all work itself out, really, by the end of the season. All right, 2nd and 7 coming up from the 20 for the Sasquatches. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. Pass over the middle, to the right side, incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. Good defense there by NC State. George says, do you know that Sasquatch smells like rotten pumpkins? Third and 7. from the 20. Complete down to the 29-yard line for a first down. That was a terrible-looking pass, but it didn't matter because the receiver was wide open, and he caught it. Dale Rawls, how about them Suckeyes? Yeah, how about them? Vandy Dandy says, Liberty looks like they're coming through. Can always count on Jesus. Yes, facts. Can always count on Jesus.
Ding, 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 ding. That is correct, sir.
All right, 1st and 10. Mississippi State quarterback rolls out to his right and just throws it away. 2nd and 10 coming up. 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first quarter. In the first half. 16-0, Arkansas over the Texas, man. I'm glad I did not bet that game. I almost did. I've been hyping up the damn Texas. It's been a crazy week. Look, Texas is supposed to be the second best team in the Big 12. All right, Arkansas is supposed to be the bottom 2 or 3. 2nd and 10, incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Sasquatch. 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first half. Trick Live TV says Ohio State made Clemson's chances better. Yes, they did. They absolutely did, and so did Texas A&M. Although I'm not sure Texas A&M will drop because they still won, but still, Colorado, come on now. Come on. 3rd and 10. From the 31. That should have been intercepted. He caught. We'll see where they spot it. I think he's going to get the first down. Yeah, 1st and 10. For the Cowbells. I'm not impressed so far with either one of these teams offensively. NC State's had a little bit more success moving the ball offensively than Mississippi State has. But this has been a defensive game, no doubt about it. All right, 1st and 10, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Pass over the middle, complete. Picks up about 16 yards. Another first down for Mississippi State. They're moving the ball now. I just got done saying they weren't moving the ball very well, and now this drive they are. That's 3 first downs on this drive. They've got more first downs on this drive than they got the entire first half. All right, 1st and 10 from the 38 or 42. He bobbled the ball but caught it and then was hit immediately for no gain. He might have picked up a yard, I don't know. Anyway, 2nd and 9 coming up, I think. NC State still has all of their timeouts. Mississippi State with only 2. Aren't Wolverines rodents? I don't think so. No, they're not rodents. No. 2nd and 9. And no gain on the play. His helmet comes off. He's going to have to come out of the game. 3rd down coming up. Bama fanatic, yeah, a lot of people think that. You're not the only one that thinks that, believe me. It's not even the recruit. I mean, well, I'll get into it in a second. 3rd and 7. Pass over the middle. Again, another pass at or behind the line of scrimmage for Mississippi State. That one happened to be incomplete. Flag on the play. Holding against the Sasquatch. What is the discussion here? All right, so they declined the holding penalty, and it's going to be 4th down now. Mike Leach always looks confused. What's the score? What's the score in that game? Let me guys tell you something. If App State beats Miami, keep your notifications on YouTube and subscribe to every Miami YouTuber. You will see an epic meltdown across the board like you have never seen before. And I am there for it. Where's Dennis Wilson when you need him? Hell, Dennis Wilson was all up in my chat comment section whenever Clemson lost last week. I haven't seen him since. Very convenient. 14-12, Appalachian State over Miami right now, with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. It won't just be Hurricanes, though. It'll be everybody. I mean, Miami YouTube is already dysfunctional and angry, even when they're good. If they lose to Appalachian State, forget about it. It'll be a shit show of epic proportions. I promise you. All right, 4th and 7, and they're going for it. This is Mike Leach right here. Going for it, throw it, and he got it. God. They got it. 1st and 10. Vanny Dandy says, I've heard that people in Miami are angry in general. I don't think that's true. I mean, they live in one of the nicest, prettiest places in the country. Why would you be angry? 1st and 10. Hand the ball off. He gets upended after picking up about 3 or 4. 2nd down coming up. Clock is running. Inside 1 minute and 40 seconds. NC State still has all of their timeouts. Mississippi State has one of them. 21-yard line. Nick loves seeing Texas lose. 2nd and 5. Passes up into the end zone. Complete. Touchdown. So the 4th and 7 gamble that Mike Leach took paid off, converted on the 4th down, and then 2 plays later, get the touchdown. 1 minute and 9 seconds left. Mississippi State's about to go up 10-3. It looks like if they make this extra point here. I'm sorry, 14-3. Not 10-3. 14-3. Sasquatch. Wow. Wow. That was a hell of a catch. I'm not going to lie. That was decent coverage, and he had to stay in bounds, and he did. Vandy Dandy, that is a true statement. I would have to agree with you there. This game is far from over, though, believe me. All right, the kickoff is up. So, I mean, what will NC State do? NC State gets the ball to start the second half. Do they just take a knee here? Or are they going to try to do something with 1 minute left? 1 minute and 9 seconds left. They do have all their timeouts. And they're going to be starting at their own 25. We'll see what they do. Man, 16-0. The pig over the cow. Tater Lord, who do I think that has the best chance of beating Clemson in the ACC? Probably either Pitt or Boston College. 1st and 10 complete for about 6. Runs out of bounds, stop the clock. So this answers my question. They're not going to try to take a knee. They're going to try to get some points out of this with 1 minute left and all their timeouts. See if they can succeed or not. I would take a shot or two down the field. They haven't done that, really. Here we go. He's going to do it now. Well, nope. Another short pass over the middle. Damn referee gets in the way. 1st down. Time is running. All right, from the 37. Shot down the field finally. Oh, and he didn't catch it. It went right through his hands. That was good coverage. That was a good pass, though. It just went right through his hands. He should have caught that. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the 37. Still all their timeouts left. Throws a dart. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. Damn, that damn cowbell's annoying. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Empty backfield. Throws it out in the flat. What the hell are they doing? NC State does not deserve to win this game. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. 4th down coming up. The clock is ticking. They're going to have to use a timeout because they're about to get a delay of game on 4th down. Oh, no, they just reset it. What are you doing? Mississippi State takes the timeout. Oh, I didn't update the score. You're right. I didn't. That's right. I didn't update the quarter either. Yeah, I'm just going to make it third. Why not? I know it's not the third quarter, but I don't care. All right, the punt is up on 4th down. They're going to field it at the 25. He's running and gets knocked out of bounds around the 35. So, there's a flag on the play. And this is going to be a late hit, isn't it? This is going to be... They might score another 3 points. Look at that guy's mullet. Anybody watching the TV right now? Look at that guy on the left. That is an epic mullet. Yes, me too, Tater Lord. I won on Pittsburgh. I won on Virginia. I won on Georgia. The only team that let me down was Ohio State. RMF Tide says the SEC West bottom feeders are eating tonight. Yes, so far they are. I don't know about the Texas and the Arkansas game because I haven't been watching it, but I'm really not impressed with either one of these two teams here. This game is far from over. Ooh. First down. He got clocked after he caught that ball, though. 12 seconds left. Flag on the play. They're going to... Oh, this is against Mississippi State holding, so it's going to come back. That's probably going to do it. Y'all want to hear the notification I just got on my phone? Mississippi State with a pitch to the running back, and he's got room to run all the way down to the 45. That's the end of the first half. All right, listen to this notification I just got on my phone. This is from ESPN. When a cat dangling from one of the upper deck levels at Hard Rock Stadium fell, these Miami fans saved the day with an incredible catch. Well, at least somebody in that stadium can catch, because Miami sure as hell can't. So I guess the cat fell and they caught it? I don't know. All right. 14-3, the Sasquatch over the Wolfpack. I'm going to take a quick break to grab a snack and pee. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, I tried to get a snack, but my kids have eaten me out of house and home. I guess I know what I'm doing tomorrow morning. Going to the grocery store. Let's see if I got anything to eat in here. What is this? What is this? I don't even know where this came from. Let's see what it tastes like. This is definitely not mine. Seagram's Escapes Jamaican Me Happy. Let's see if it makes me happy or not. Oh my God. That's like sugar in a bottle. All right. While we're waiting on the NC State game to come back on from halftime, Texas and Arkansas 16-0, third quarter underway. No, Steel Reserve is better than this. But I don't have anything to. I don't have anything to eat or drink in this house, so I'll take whatever I can get. Moco Tiger. Does anybody believe that Michigan can finally beat Ohio State this year? No. No. That's a massive overreaction. Ohio State is still infinitely better than Michigan. By the way, where's that game being played at this year? Does anybody know? Not that it really matters. I mean, when was the last time Michigan beat Ohio State? Like 2010? It's been at least 10 or 11 years. It's in the big house. Okay. Yeah, so there you go. Pizza Woman says it was the last time that Michigan won was in the big house in 2011, so it's been 10 years. I know Ohio State fans are ready to jump off a bridge after losing to Oregon today, but I think it's an overreaction. I really do. I think they're going to be fine. What's up, Cody Latchney? What are we thinking about this passing offense, man? I'm assuming you're talking about Clemson, and it's hard to really tell from today's game because we played against South Carolina State. But the passing offense is not my worry at all. My worry is the run game, and not because it's not there. It's because we haven't utilized it yet. I agree. Mike Leach's pet Sasquatch. I think Oregon's better. You know what Oregon impressed me with? I mean, Mario Cristobal has built a SEC style team in the Pac-12. It's not the same team that we saw back when Mariota was there. They've got big boys. They're physical, and they're more of a power run team. Again, they're very SEC like, and they've been recruiting at a high level. They had their two best defenders out today, Thibodeau and Flo. I think Oregon's has a chance to do something serious this year. I really do. And they really don't have anybody. I mean, who else in the Pac-12 North is going to challenge them? Nobody. I mean, Washington's terrible. Stanford's terrible. I mean, they should run through the Pac-12 North like shit through a tin horn. And then the only team it looks like that can challenge them possibly in the South will be UCLA. That's it. I don't know what's going on with Lin Jay. I have no idea. There's something. There's a story there that's not being told. I'm assuming that the story will come out eventually, but I don't know what's going on with him. I don't think it has anything to do with football. I think it's non-football related. That would be my guess. Listen to this. Next week's game day, they just announced where it's going to be. Game day is headed to Happy Valley, Penn State, and Auburn next week. Penn State and Auburn. I'm not losing money tonight, Troy. I am currently, what am I? I'm 3-1 right now. Wait, no. Who did I win on? Let me look at my thing. I won on Virginia. I won on Pitt. I won on Georgia. So I'm 3-1. The only one I lost was Ohio State. So I'm 3-1 right now, and I have a bet on NC State to cover 1.5. So even if I lose the NC State game, I'll still be ahead. Especially since I put the biggest bet on Georgia. So I'm good either way. Tater Lord says, Pete, the Pittsburgh game has me nervous. I'm not going to front. I'm honestly, after watching Pittsburgh today, I'm not too worried about Pittsburgh. I mean, Tennessee gave Pittsburgh all that Pittsburgh could handle. And I mean, look, Tennessee's not very good. I'm really not worried about Pittsburgh anymore. I'm more worried about Boston College than I am about Pitt at this point. Yeah, I was impressed with Kenny Pickett. He's a baller. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of a little bit of a better version of what's his name? the quarterback for Notre Dame last year. I can't remember his name now. Just gamers. Texas all the way down to the 1 yard line. Looks like Texas is about to score first and goal from the 1 coming up for the Longhorns. Ian Book. I don't know if who just said that? Tater Lord. I don't think he's a first rounder. Pickett, but he'll definitely get drafted somewhere in the probably second or third round. Touchdown Longhorns. We have a game in Fayetteville. Yeah, they were talking today on the in the Pittsburgh and Tennessee game that Pickett, they get these draft grades, and he got a 5th round draft grade, and he thought that he should be higher than that, so he came back for this season. Now, I don't think he's going to be a first rounder. I don't see that, but I would say conservatively probably a third round guy. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. I just don't think he's a first round talent. He's definitely good though. Yeah, Nick, in the first quarter, I think I counted maybe 3 or 4 touchdown passes that Milton overthrew. And not just by a little bit either. We're not talking about he barely, I mean, he was throwing this shit out of the damn stadium. His best play, really, Milton, was a long run that he had. It was like a 60-yard run. We'll see, James. I mean, this game's far from over. 14-3. But really, up until the last two drives, NC State was the one that was moving the ball better offensively than Mississippi State. Mississippi State got a touchdown on the kickoff on the first play of the game. So offensively, both of these teams have really struggled so far. But believe me, it's far from over. Miranda Knight. DJ did not look good today. Hopefully he wakes up. Yeah. I don't think he looked bad. But you're right. He didn't look great. They might be the most disappointing team in the Power 5 this year as far as expectation versus what they're doing. Washington is awful. George, I'm glad you're done cheering for Clemson. You're probably the reason they lost. George is a curse. All right. Third quarter is underway. I was too busy chatting. 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line for NC State. Quarterback under pressure, throws it up. Hail Mary, it is caught for a first down. It was almost intercepted. How did that guy come down with that? He had 2 defenders on him. That was just pure luck. He just threw it up a Hail Mary. 3 defenders around him. And somehow he came up with the ball. Jeez. First and 10, they hand the ball off. He's got a big hole. He breaks a tackle or 2. Gets down to about the 46. Wait, fumble. Oh. Yeah, he definitely fumbled it. So that's going to be the first turnover of the game. Let me see the other angle here. Yeah, he definitely fumbled it. Mississippi State's ball at the 46. Going to hand the ball off and get taken down for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 coming up. Man, NC State is their own worst enemy right now. What's up, Sven Kreuzberg? Mississippi State fan here. Complete all the way down to the 22-yard line for the Mississippi State Sasquatches. Big pass play. All the momentum right now is going in Mississippi State's favor. Big time turnover, and now a big time passing play. Wide open. I mean, you don't get any more wide open than that. Flag on the play against Mississippi State. Illegal substitution. They're going to replay first down. What's up, Eric? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. All right, 11 minutes and 50 seconds left. Mississippi State is moving the ball on 1st and 15, complete, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards. Second down and about 11 or 12 coming up. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up from the 21-yard line. Going to hand the ball off, run up the middle, picks up about 5 or maybe 6. They are now in the red zone. 3rd and 4 coming up. Third and 2 coming up. This is huge right now for NC State. They need to make a stop here. Otherwise, this game might be over. I'm just going to say it. First down at the 10. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10. Oh, they're going to actually say it's 1st and 10 from the 11. Another completion over the middle for about 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. Sea-Dog is back. What's up, buddy? Second and 4 from the 4. Figure that out. He's got all day back there. He's baking a cake. Wide open touchdown pass. NC State's defense looks completely lost. Completely lost. This is about to get out of hand. This is about to get out of hand. 21-3 Sasquatches. What's up, Mr. Troll? LW, thank you for the super chat, sir. I appreciate it. Christian Walker says, Pigs putting a hurting on the Horns. Yeah. We better win this, buddy. It's 3:08 a.m. here. Where are you at? Let me try to figure this out. So you're 6 hours ahead. What's 6 hours ahead? Where are you? Germany? Must be in Germany. Yeah, definitely somewhere in Europe. I'm trying to figure out exactly where in Europe. With a name like Sven, that sounds very German. Berlin, Germany. There you go. At least the ACC got Pitt over Tennessee. They also got Virginia over Illinois. Not that that matters. Illinois is no good. But that was a beat down. They beat the shit out of them. Miami's about to let down the ACC again for the second week in a row. It's App State. Yes, Miranda. The Ohio State loss helped out Clemson infinitely in the rankings for sure. What's up, Gators owned? Kentucky is scary good this season, Pete. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. All right, 21-3. Just inside of 9 minutes left in the third quarter here. 21-3 Mississippi State. Kickoff is up, and it's going to be a touchback. I don't know, Sven. I think that Oregon's going to be pretty good. Miranda, does my show have mobile capability? Yes, it does. It certainly does. Yeah, South Carolina's going to lose by 4 or 5 touchdowns at minimum next week to Georgia. I bet Georgia's going to be favored more against South Carolina than they were today against UAB. All right, 2nd down and 9 for NC State. This is really this is make or break for NC State right now. I mean, down 21-3. And the weird thing is NC State's been able to move the ball. They just can't capitalize. Missed a field goal. Had the turnover. Complete for a first down at the 50-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. I think he got it. All right. Another turnover. Oh, no, they got the NC State landed on the ball. A fumble. I don't know if that was a fumble or I don't know what the hell that was. Honestly, it resembled a pass, but I'm not sure if you can constitute that as a pass. Let's see this. Let's see this replay here. What was that? Yeah, Miranda. Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, I can bring my show anywhere. I've done on-site shows before in the past, other than my house. I can do a show from anywhere as long as the internet connection's good, basically. That's all it really comes down to. I can pack all this shit up and move it wherever I want to move it to. All right, this play is under review, and I don't even know what they're trying to review here. I mean, NC State got the ball back. I guess they're going to try to figure out whether or not it was a pass or a fumble. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Mr. Troll, no. Oregon will not be. I'd be shocked if Oregon was number 4 in the poll tomorrow or Monday. Because to move from 12 to 4 is a massive leap. And I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not saying that they don't deserve to be number 4, but I'd be shocked if they were. Miranda says maybe set up at our Clemson restaurant. Yeah, I'd be up for that. Yeah, absolutely. Who's going to be number 4? Well, I haven't even really thought about it. Alabama 1, Georgia 2. That's going to stay the same. Man, I'd have to sit down and think about it. You know what? Yeah, Oklahoma will be 3. There you go. I would say Clemson's probably either Clemson or A&M is going to be 4, and Clemson or A&M is going to be 5. And I think Ohio State will probably be dropped to 6. Probably. What's your question? Answer my question, please, Pete. What's your question? Let me go back and look. Pete, y'all still park in the woods out there in Clemson, or they have any expanded parking? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of parking. Crimson Brave, Pete, do you think Georgia jumps us despite our sloppy performance and Georgia's performance? No. The only way Alabama is going to drop out of the number 1 slot is if they lose a game. So the answer is no. Mike Leach's pet Sasquatch says Aggies dropping a good bit. I don't think so. They still won the game. They might drop a spot. Like I said, they might swap places with Clemson, but they're not going to drop after a loss that much. It's Gators owned. Yeah. All right, 2nd and 11. from the 49. Almost intercepted. Again. I'm with you too, Mr. Troll. The problem is they go off of what they had them at the week before, not where they should be now. It's not like the playoff committee. The playoff committee says they don't care about what happened or where they were ranked before. They only care about now. The AP is completely different. So, the fact that Oregon was at 12 coming into this week, passed down the field under duress, incomplete, 3rd and 11. Now it's 4th and 11. Mississippi State is just eating up NC State's offensive line. This quarterback is running for his life. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it matters. It matters where they were ranked the week before. So I'm with you. I would have Oregon in my top 4. I mean, outside of Georgia, Oregon has the best win this season. I mean, you think about it. Oregon went on the road, played in Ohio State on the opposite coast in a 3-hour different time zone. It would have been 9 a.m. kickoff if you're Oregon time. I mean, that's very impressive. But they won't be in the top 4. They won't even be in the top 5 come Monday, I don't think. Tua versus Mac Jones tomorrow. Who do y'all got? No. I would have to agree with Sven. I mean, they're playing lights out tonight. That's for damn sure. Yes, Penn State. Here's another one I forgot about. They might move in the top 5 or 6, for sure. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were a Dolphins fan. I've been on the Tua hype train. I don't know why he gets so much hate. I understand he's had injury problems. Tua's going to be fine. Vandy Dandy says Penn State has already won the Big Ten. Damn. Well, they do so far they look like the best team in the Big Ten, but again, it's still way too early to make that determination. Who's Vanderbilt playing? All right, another first down for the Sasquatches from the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Flag on the play. Looks like this is going to be against Mississippi State. False start. Yeah. Oh, Colorado State. And Vandy's plus 7.5, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I might take Vanderbilt at plus 7.5 too. All right, 1st and 15 now from the 35 for the Sasquatches. Short pass at the line of scrimmage, complete, and he picks up about 5. This is what Mike Leach does. It's death by 1,000 cuts. Every single pass is at or behind the line of scrimmage. It's almost impossible to defend that, especially if the defense that you're playing against can't tackle worth of shit, which is clearly what's going on here. NC State's defense just looks lost. Incomplete pass on 2nd and 9, 3rd and 9 coming up. I'm sure Iowa will get respect for their top 10 win. I'm sure they will. I watched the first 3 quarters or so. I stopped watching the Clemson game when this game came on because I'm streaming it. So basically, I saw the entire first half and maybe a few minutes of the third quarter. That was it. All right, 4th and 1 from the 50. And, of course, in true Mike Leach fashion, he's going to go for it here. And it looks like we got a timeout from Mississippi State here. So far, Mike Leach tonight is 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions. And I think both of those are resulting in scores. So. That play with the fake to Shipley and DJ kept it. The score was sweet. Yeah, that was the first score of the game, wasn't it? And I saw Shipley got a rushing touchdown, and Ross finally got a receiving touchdown. What's up, Mike Vick? Mike Vick says Texas sucks, man. I like to beat my chest and brag about when I'm right, and so I've got to admit that I was wrong about Texas. I realize that when you make a coaching change, it's not because your team or program is very good, right? So they fired, what's his face, Tom Herman, and they hired Steve Sarkisian. But I still thought that Texas, I mean, even when Texas has been underperforming over the past 10 years massively, they've still been recruiting in the top 10 virtually every year. Hell, they had multiple years recruiting in the top 5. So I was under the impression that Steve Sarkisian, with a very talented group of people, could go in there and do better than what they're doing right now. So I was wrong. I was wrong. Mr. Troll said he had Arkansas on the money line. Good bet, sir. Good bet. Hogs are coming for... Stop it. Stop it. Let me turn this channel here. So, they just scored again? Man, this is an ass whooping, isn't it? 33-7. Being a Texas fan has to be pretty hard. I feel sorry for D4. Gator Zone says, great tech. Thank you for the super chat, Gator Zone. Great content as always, sir. I'll hang up and listen now. 18-0 Peete. Love you, bro. Yeah, thank you. 18-0. Didn't you say 19-0 yesterday? So now, did you drop a game? Gator Zone is confused. He's always confused about how many games there are in a season. Crimson Brave says D4 is now a Sooners fan. Sir.
No. Please don't do it.
I'm not going to tell him you said that. All right, 1st and 10 for NC State. Throws it deep down the field, wide open. Oh, my God. That is the second time he's had a receiver wide open for a touchdown and just completely missed him. This guy looks like the Tennessee quarterback, Milton, just missing wide open receivers for touchdowns all day long. Look at that. He's got 5 yards on the defender. Anyway, flag on the play on the 2nd and 10. Another mental mistake by NC State. False start there. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Second and 14. Let's throw a 0-yard pass on 2nd and 14 when you're down 21-3 in the third quarter. I'm not sure what's worse, being a Texas fan or an NC State fan. I guess Texas is worse because they're at least expected to win. Jeremy, I don't know. I think it might be Boston College, which is sad. One of the, I don't know, Pitt or Boston College. One of those two. I don't know. I mean, I mean, maybe North Carolina is. They're sitting on a loss, though. Who knows, man? Look, just here's what you do. You write down every ACC team. You take Clemson out of the hat, and then you shake up the hat and you pull a name out, and that's the second best team in the ACC. Christian says Pitt would be second in the East. You know what? You're not far off. That's not fake news. That is not fake news. They would at least compete for the second spot in the East with Florida. What is the A&M score? A&M won at the last minute. They won 10. I think they won 10-7. Is that right? Something like that. They scored a touchdown at the last minute to beat Colorado. 10-7. Yeah. Yes, it is a hot seat year for Ed Orgeron, which, when you think about it, is completely and totally ridiculous considering the fact that the guy won a national championship 2 years ago. But after last year and then getting beat by UC, I mean, look, they have to complete over the middle to the 41st down, Mississippi State. Yeah, I mean, life in the SEC West is difficult for a coach. I mean, just ask Gus Malzahn. I mean, Gus Malzahn had a lot of success at Auburn. Won the conference, won the division, beat Nick Saban a bunch of times, still got fired. So, it's not easy sledding out there. 1st and 10. Run up the middle, picks up about 3, 2nd and 7 coming up. If Mississippi State scores here, it's over. Stick a fork. I think it's over probably anyway because NC State can't get out of their own way. But if they score here, it's definitely over. So this might be a stream cut short if they score here. Look, you got to give Steve Sarkisian some time, man. I know it's easy to pile on. I happen to believe that Texas is going to be pretty good in a few years. It's not going to happen overnight, though. He has to get his players in there, establish a culture. That's what Texas has been missing, not talent, culture. 3rd and 7 from the 38. Incomplete. Are they going to go for it? There's a flag. I didn't hear that. Who's the penalty against? All right, it was against Mississippi State. 4th and 22, they're going to punt. Terrible punt. Anyway, NC State's going to take over at the 25. The only way that NC State has a chance to stay in this game is they need to score a touchdown on this drive. That's all there is to it. Moco Tiger 843 says, I want Jeff Scott back at Clemson or Chad Morris. Oh, God. I definitely don't want Chad Morris back. You know, Chad Morris, whenever he was the offensive coordinator at Clemson, that was an innovative offense, but that is not innovative any longer. That's the offense that everybody runs. All right, 1st and 10. Going to run the ball and pick up about 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Wolfpack. Who do y'all got in the Holy War tonight? 2nd and 8. Taken down for a 3-yard loss. They're going backwards. This is pitiful. Yeah, everyone's got Utah, don't they? I agree. That's true, Nick. Everybody was saying that. You're right. 3rd and 11. I think this is the last chance. Yeah, let's throw a 4-yard pass. Yeah, good job. That's the end of the 3rd quarter, and it's probably the end of the game. It's going to be 4th and about 4. And NC State's going to have to punt 21-3. Utah 12-0. Ask D4, Sea Dog, and Bowman. Oh yeah, I know they're yeah, I know they're all over. David Johnson says SEC dominance. Yeah, unless you're Tennessee or South Carolina. I guess you're right. Unless you're any one of those teams. Benji says he went to school with a BYU player. Or A&M, yes. Or A&M. Or Texas, yes. There we go, Jeremy. Pac-12 dominance. Why are we not talking about the Pac-12 dominance over the SEC and the Big Ten? I mean, UCLA did beat LSU. And, of course, Oregon went on the road and beat Ohio State. Pac-12, the new second-best conference in all of America. Oh, and Colorado just about beat Texas A&M today. Another Pac-12 team. Jacksonville State, Florida State, 7-7. Crimson Brave, the Ohio State loss today really didn't have anything to do with the offense. It was their defense. They looked like Oklahoma defensively. They couldn't tackle. It's like on those video games. I don't know. You guys remember Tecmo Bowl when it went back in the day? And players just bounce off of you when you're running with the ball. That's what it looked like. Just players just bouncing off of the Oregon players. David Johnson says the SEC has broken college football. No. Crimson Brave says he's glad Ohio State lost. I'm pretty sure that everybody outside of the state of Ohio and Myrtle Beach and Charleston is glad that Ohio State lost. All right, finally the fourth quarter. Sasquatches have the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 35. Rogers back to pass, complete. Breaks a couple of tackles and picks up about 25 yards. Again, another 5-yard pass that resulted in a 25-yard gain. This is Mike Leach's offense. I think he might have thrown, I don't know how many passes he's thrown tonight, probably 40 so far, at least. Maybe 2 of them have been more than 10 yards. Maybe. Look down here, in Charleston, you are more likely to meet a person from Ohio than you are from South Carolina, period. 1st and 10, another short pass that results in another first down, an 11-yard gain. Death by 1,000 cuts. Yes, Philip Medlin. I think that's where they'll move up. I think they'll move up 1 spot because of Ohio State's loss. Maybe 2. It depends on where they put A&M. But A&M did win, so. All right, 1st and 10. Hand the ball off for no gain. What's up, SEC dog? Michigan's winning 10-0. My TV just froze. There it is. Second and 10 coming up. Rogers has all day. Another 2-yard pass, complete. Breaks a couple of tackles. Picks up about 15. Same song and dance. Same story over and over again. 2-yard passes that result in 15-yard gains. And NC State has no answer for it. So is that the biggest upset of the day? I mean, I understand that Oregon beating Ohio State's got to be considered a big upset because that was what was Ohio State? Number 3, and they lost to number 12. I I don't know. I think that Arkansas just beating Texas down has got to be a bigger upset than that. NC State doesn't have anything apparently. The only way it's the last year for Harbaugh at Michigan is if they can't beat Ohio State, which they probably can't, so you're probably right. Yeah, Oregon was a 14-point underdog. You're right about that. They probably shouldn't have been, though, honestly. I mean, Oregon's earned the, I don't know about worshiping them, but I mean, you go on the road across the country and beat a top 5 team. I mean, you deserve all the accolades you get. And I don't see anybody in the Pac-12 that's going to be able to compete with Oregon. Certainly not in the North. I mean, Washington might be the worst that Washington's been in the past 20 years. Same with Stanford. Thank you, LW. You have a good evening too, sir. Yeah, I got you, SEC dog. I got you. There will definitely be an overreaction as far as the Vegas lines are concerned. I agree with you there. Yeah, and that's another great point. Oregon was missing their top 2 defensive players, Thibodeau and Flo. All right. We're about 14 yards away from the stream ending. First and 10, Mississippi State. Incomplete. Arkansas scores again. James Thompson says the Beavers might beat them. Holy shit. Good Lord, 40-14. All right, second and 10. Pass over the middle. Ooh! He just got completely leveled. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag on that. I feel sorry for that guy. Oh. Yeah, he just took his medicine. He's going to feel that tomorrow. He's got rocked. That hurt me just watching it. He's still down. Yeah, he rang that bell all right. He's all right. I mean, I feel like he got his he didn't get hit in the head. He got hit like in the shoulder. Florida State just scored to go up 14-7 over Jacksonville State. Yeah, that was a bad hit. All right, 3rd and 10. Rodgers back to pass again. He's got all friggin' day. A flag on the play, throws it up. I don't know who the flag's on. It's against Mississippi State. This game is painful to watch, man. I'm not going to lie. No, I think I streamed at least one game every single week last season, and not a single one of them was close. Not a single one of them. Every game that I stream is a blowout. Holding on Mississippi State. All right. This will end it right here if he makes it. Yeah, he made it. 24-3. All right. I think I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream. To be honest with you, I'm hungry. I want to go eat, and this game is just not good. It's not entertaining. So, shout out to all the people that did show up and hang out with me tonight. I wish the game would have been better. Hopefully next week I can pick a game that's actually interesting and close. Shout out to Mike Bridges, LW, and Gator Zoned. All the people that sent in super chats. Shout out to the lone and only Mississippi State fan in the chat, Sven Kreuzberg. Says more cowbell. Thank you to all of shout out to all of the teams that won today. Shout out to Oregon fans, Clemson fans, Georgia fans. Who else won today? Who am I missing? Oh, Arkansas fans? Yeah, shout out to them too. All right. I'll see you guys on Monday. Everyone enjoy your Sunday, by the way. I know I will. I'm going to watch some NFL. Oh, yeah, shout out to South Carolina fans too, yeah. For their big win over ECU. Impressive win over ECU. Last second field goal to beat the Pirates. That was impressive. Alabama, Georgia Tech, Pitt. Who else? Virginia. Yeah. Shout out to all of them. All right, guys. I'll see you on Monday night at 10 p.m. Over on Uncle Lou's channel for the Lunch Money Show. Have a great Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Your boy, Pigskin Pete, is checking out.